Thank you, and I'm happy to be back in Sweden, where my great-grandparents are from, so I love coming to the country anytime I can. As Magnus and Yaya mentioned, I work for the World Scout Jamboree. Our headquarters is based in Dallas, Texas right now. We're excited to be partnering with Scouts Canada, the Boy Scouts of America, and the Mexican Scout Association to co-host the 2019 World Scout Jamboree. The Jamboree will be held July 22nd to August 2nd, 2019 at the Summit Bechtel Resort, it's like a resort, the Summit Bechtel Reserve Scouting Center in West Virginia. The Summit is a purposely built scouting center to host the BSA National Jamborees, and we're excited to offer the World Scout Jamboree the same opportunity to use the site. One of the unique things about the Summit is, as I mentioned, it's built. All the roads are there, all the power is there, all the water is there. There's free Wi-Fi across the entire site that's very fast. You know, all the important things that Scouts are looking for these days. The site was also built as one of the most sustainable Scout camps in the country and in the world. They used a lot of locally harvested timber to build facilities that uses geothermal heating, wind power, solar power. They use gray water recycling from the showers to the toilets to make it, much more sustainability minded. We also have on site a sustainability treehouse, which is a living teaching laboratory that teaches you about sustainable practices from wind energy, harnessing geothermal, catching rainwater, which will be one of the key features of our World Scout Jamboree. The World Scout Jamboree theme is Unlock a New World. It was chosen and developed by our 9 youth advisors from 3 from each of our host countries. And the theme really is reflective upon North America, where many people came to North America at the turns of the century and years past as a way to refine themselves and come to a new land. And we also hope Scouts will come to North America in 2019 and make new friendships with Scouts around the world and hopefully unlock their new world of scouting as they go back and take the scouting friendship message to their home NSOs. We have 5 key themes we're working for on the Jamboree: sustainability, friendship, leadership, adventure, and service. So we've got all of our major features kind of planned out. We know what the big things are, and we're working now to start doing all the fine details. So if you go to our website, 2019WSJ.org, you'll see a lot of information on there, and you'll see that information really start to expand over the coming months. One thing I'll mention to you about the adventure element that's very unique about the Summit Bechtel Reserve is there's things that are built in that we have access to, like the largest outdoor man-made climbing wall in the world, 36 miles of zip lines and canopy tours, archery ranges, mountain bike trails, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, scuba diving pools, skateboard parks, BMX parks, and that's just a sampling of some of the things that we have on the venture side. We also will be having an opportunity to take some Scouts off property to do a river rafting experience on the New River, which borders the property. Majority of the property is a nature preserve. It's a old coal mine facility. So we reclaimed the land and turned what used to be an industrial site back into an active nature site. I thought it was very interesting 2 weeks ago when I was there, and Eva Marie from here, she's on our team planning as well, back in the back here is waving. In the middle of all 36,000 people running around, you would still see in the program areas deer walking out. So a lot of wild animals, a lot of nature. It's a really unique site. It's a very large site. And a lot of walking involved. It is kind of hilly and mountainous, being in the mountains of West Virginia. But we do offer a bus system for participants for far out areas, and we do offer a bus system for our international service team to take you to your work areas in the morning. We are requesting and do need a very large Swedish contingent because we need to fill 9,000 international service team members and 36,000 youth participants for about 45 to 50,000 people to attend the World Scout Jamboree. We are planning to really change up the IST experience. We're planning to have more international service team members than we actually need to operate, so we can make sure you have scheduled time off, scheduled time to do activities in the West Virginia area, and also just time to relax. We're taking some of the fun jobs that everyone looks forward to in a World Scout Jamboree, like cleaning toilets, and we're contracting that out so no one has to fly around the world to do those jobs. If you really want to, we make special arrangements, but we're working hard to make sure it's a fun time for the IST as well as the staff, as well as the participants. We know that the last thing you want to do as a member of the IST is fly around the world and work for 12 days straight and never have a break and never see the Jamboree. So we want the adults and the volunteers to enjoy the Jamboree experience just as much as the participants. We're working on some special things for the participants as well, new program opportunities. We'll have a very large sustainability program, as I mentioned before, working on a leadership model that also does a model UN at the West Virginia State Capitol. One thing we are doing that we haven't, or just announced in May, in cooperation with the World Scout Organization, is leading up to the Jamboree, we have a season of service. So right now there are around 50 million scouts worldwide. We'll have about 50,000 scouts who actually can attend the Jamboree. So there's a big difference there of what we can hold and how many scouts there are worldwide. So in the 50 days prior to the Jamboree, WSM will be coordinating a season of service where scouts around the world do 500 million hours of service in preparation of the Jamboree. And during the Jamboree, we'll culminate with a day of service, starting at sunrise in Easter Island. And as the sun moves around the globe, we're hoping that each National Scout Organization will coordinate a day of service and celebration of scouting, and it will end with a live broadcast of the World Jamboree back to the scouting community and to the world. We're really excited with that partnership with WSM and a way to interact and a way to bring scouts from around the world into the Jamboree experience when they can't attend in person. But again, that's just a few things about the World Jamboree. I'll be here for a little while. I'm happy to answer more questions, and I look forward to meeting each of you I can, and I hope all of you join us either as a member of your contingent management, leader with your contingent, or come on the international service team.